In problem 4, we were given some information about a quadratic function. F of x is a quadratic function. And we're given some information that we're going to want to go ahead and graph. So they tell us that the y-axis intercept is 0, 6. I'm going to go ahead and plot that on the graph. And that the x-axis intercept is 1, 0. Then they give us another piece of information, and that is that the vertex of the graph is at the point 2, -2. I'm going to graph that as well. Now I know that one of the properties of quadratics is that they're symmetrical. So that means that since the x-axis intercept is 1 unit to the left of the x value of the vertex, so 1 is 1 value from 2, that means that there must be another x-axis intercept at 3. And in addition to that, there must be another point that's symmetrical with that y-axis intercept at the point 4, 6. Now we're only asked to graph this function for values between and including 0 and 4, so that's enough points for us to sketch this entire graph. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a smooth curve connecting the quadratic, and I'm not going to put arrows on the ends of my function since it asked me only to graph for values of x. Those were in the instructions, between 0 and 4. Now, in part A, we were asked to write down the equation of the axis of symmetry. I know that the axis of symmetry is a vertical line that goes right through the vertex, and the axis of symmetry has the same x value as the vertex, so that means that x is equal to 2 will be the equation of the axis of symmetry. When they ask you for an equation, you better make sure you have an equal sign. We've graphed the line, and it says to mark clearly points A, B, and C, so I think I better go back and label those. There's point A. Point B was the x-axis intercept, and point C is the vertex. I'm going to label those on my graph. And then in part C, it says write down the x-coordinate of point D. And D is the second place that the function intersects with the x-axis. Now, there's something really important here. Write down the x-coordinate, because when I did this problem initially, I wrote down the coordinates of that intercept, and then I realized after I looked at the mark scheme that you will lose a point, you will lose the accuracy point if you write down the ordered pair rather than just the x-coordinate. So you want to pay attention to those details as you're taking your IB exam. So the x value of that coordinate is 3.